Welcome back from that quick break. Kakati nonga tweyongera maaso tulina omugenyi wano ku Zoom abamu mumanyi nga Salvado naye nga amanya gamatuufu ye Idringi Patrick, of course. Salvado, are you on the line? Wow, every time I look at you, I just want to laugh because just your humor just makes me want to laugh every time, even when you don't say anything. So we're so happy to have you on the show. I hope you're having a very...
Is it that bad?
We hope you're having a great first day of November. How is your family doing?
Our family is great. We thank God. Everyone is doing well. We're actually lodged in somewhere at Arcadia Suites and Hotel in preparation for my show on Friday, featuring Dalisto Chaponda. So me and the family, we're here. We camped here so that we can stay around the CBD from Chanja. So we are here just chilling and waiting for the big day.
Wow, it sounds like a relaxing day for the family. Now, Salvador, one of the main reasons we've brought you here on the show is because, you know, we've been seeing you up and down, going to different countries for shows, working basically as you do. And recently, Uganda Airlines launched a straight flight to Nigeria. And we saw a lot of you guys who you normally use this kind of transportation to go for work. We saw a lot of you posting about it. And we really wanted to bring you on the show to tell us what this really means for you as a comedian and actor who travels day, you know, every week almost you're outside of the country. So what does this really mean for you as a traveler and also a working citizen?
One thing I must start with is bigging up Uganda Airlines for the progress and the consistency that they have in opening up new routes. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to know that in this country we have direct flights, a flight from your country to another country without transiting. You know, one of the things, especially for us who work late nights and have something to drink, one of the things we dread the most is transiting through another country. The layover, the stress, they might even cancel your connecting flight. But to know that there's a direct flight from your country to another country, to the destination country you're going to, is something beautiful. For me, on a personal note, I welcomed Nigeria with 150% open heart and joy, because that is where I trade most of my business. That is where I get most of my artists. That is where I go to do shows. And for me, I welcome it, and I'm super, super happy that this route is now available from my country to Lagos. That's something I can't even put in words, man.
Definitely. Now, I know that you have that excitement, but and I'm sure some of your counterparts, especially those from Nigeria, I'm sure some of the ones you were trying to bring in before that flight came, you had to take them through different routes. How is their feedback on that?
It's actually very wonderful, to the extent that this Friday I'm expecting 16 Nigerians. The guys I've been working with in Nigeria, they've always wanted to come to Uganda, but they've never had the time. The tickets have been expensive with the different airlines. Now, with just $500 something, they can easily come to the country. I'm expecting 16, and I'm actually helping prepare for them, you know, the transportation from the airport to their hotel. So whoever is in charge of that flight from Lagos to Entebbe on the third, the early flight, I think they land at about 2 a.m. The early flight, please upgrade just one guy called Aparo to business class, because he's a very wonderful man.
All right. Now, how long is this flight? Because a lot of people don't know what the distance is between Uganda and Nigeria. How long is this flight?
Yeah. So I've been blessed to use the different airlines, especially Kenya Airways and Rwanda Air and Ethiopian. And it depends, but the average time is about 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours to 5 hours. Yeah, that's the average time, depending on the country you're flying from. But I believe with you, because what happens is, for example, Kenya, you fly over Uganda space to go to Nigeria. Rwanda, you fly over Ugandan airspace to go to Nigeria. So I believe with the Ugandan flight, it's going to be a little bit shorter, but it's between 4 and 5 hours.
That's not so bad actually. It's better than being 8 hours on a flight. It's always depressing to be on that flight. Now, for anybody who is a business person who is watching right now, how affordable is this flight? Because you know, some people might be like, "Eh, can I be able to afford this? I want to get in Nigeria, you know, how can they be able to afford this?"
One thing I can appreciate Uganda Airlines for doing is, besides the pricing, is creating an avenue where we can easily know whether you're booking or not. You can easily know the prices of these tickets. So on their app, the Uganda Airlines app, you can download it off your iTunes, sorry, Google Store or your App Store, and then you can get to tell the different prices of the journeys. But I believe to Nigeria from Entebbe is about 510 to $20, which is what? That is a very beautiful uh, fee compared to what I've been used to. So that is what I believe is. But it's affordable, much affordable, especially for the business people who want to do trade between Uganda and Nigeria, taking their goods. I am sure we're going to have more Nigerian cuisines, more Nigerian restaurants opening up in Uganda because it's going to be easier for them to transport their food back here, and it's going to be easier for us to open up Ugandan restaurants in Nigeria because it's going to be easier for us to transport our matoke there. It's just no, this is a win-win, especially for the business people.
So I guess we should expect some fufu on the market very soon and a goosey.
And pounded yam.
Yes. Well, Salvador, we understand you're having a show this weekend. Could you tell the people all about your show that's
Yes.
happening?
So the show I'm having this Friday at Theatre La Bonita features one of the funniest guys in Africa. He's called Daliso Chaponda. He was on Britain's Got Talent. He was a finalist, one of the few African comedians who has made it to the finals of Britain's Got Talent. And it's been a long time coming because it was supposed to be here in June. Unfortunately, logistical issues did not help. But now we're here. We've got a couple of sponsors who have come on board to support us, and I'm very, very excited. He's here. We just picked him from the airport a couple of hours ago. He's resting in his hotel room. From here, I'm going to take him to a couple of places. Yeah, I want him to see the nightlife in Uganda because it starts on Wednesday. So we may go for Alex Bohanji's show at Comedy Store at Lazio. Then I take him for band night at Pier One, and then he comes and rests. So yeah, it's a full night because I want him to experience and write more jokes about Uganda. He's already asking me questions. Who's Uzo? Who's Sheila Shoba? Who's excellent Black Comedy? I said, hey, calm down, calm down. So he's very, very excited, and he's going to give you a full show come Friday, the 3rd of November at Theatre La Bonita.
All right, now I understand you work with your wife and you keep on bragging, she's my manager, so, you know, I pay my wife to, you know, I pay her and also give her Kameza money. Isn't Daphne a lucky woman right there? Tell me about this experience working with your wife so close, as big as your manager.
I don't know if she's lucky because she has never told me. You have to tell her that. But it's a very good experience because you keep the money in the family. The money just circulates around the family. And the beauty is that you never have financial quarrels because she knows when you've made money, she knows when you've not made money, she knows when you have money, she knows when you don't have money. So anything finance related has never been a problem in our relationship. Most of the problems in our relationship are the phone. Yay, the phone. Yee, the phone has brought problems. I don't know if I'll ever recover. But anyway, that is life. What can we do?
Well, Daphne is actually a good friend of mine, so please thank her for us because she's the one who made sure that we have this interview with you. And finally, I just wanted you to kind of, for me personally, I feel like the rise of comedy here in Uganda is amazing. But I want to hear it from your own words as being one of the pioneers of comedy here in Uganda. How do you feel about this rise of comedy here in Uganda?
Super proud to be a part of it because it's been what they call steady progress. The money is not yet there the way we want, but the professionalism is slowly trickling in. You know, the organization is slowly trickling in. Comedians support each other more than any other fraternity in Uganda, and I'm so proud to be part of it because give us about 10 years. Give us just 10 years. We're going to be a problem in this country. You'll also hear us complaining about that government subsidy and doing what. But right now we are still starting. But I'm super proud of the progress of the industry. We have newcomers coming in, upcoming artists, upcoming comedians. We have the established ones working with the upcoming ones to make sure things are working out. It's just a beautiful feeling to be part of it because we don't have any fights. I think most times because we are broke, so we have nothing to fight about. And yeah, we are organized. That is one thing I must say. As comedians, we are very organized.
Well, me personally and my team, I would like to thank you for actually being able to give a platform to a lot of upcoming comedians because I've seen you nurture and bring up a lot of comedians. So we thank you. That's all we had with you tonight, but we hope to see you again on the show, especially after your show this weekend. Oh, we hope to see you at the show this weekend. You have a great night, Salvador.
Blessings and blessings. You too. You too. Have a good one.
All right, guys, that was the man from Mbokolo. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back.